So is that good? And that's good.
Yeah.
Great. Good. Hi. Nice to meet you. Let's come up and talk.
Okay.
Okay, my name is Kat Maniac, and I'm here. Thanks everyone for coming up tonight. I have with me a bunch of your advertising leaders. We'll go down. Terrible saying. Good.
You want me to say more than that? She said it all.
Yes. Brianne Edie. Hello. And Jackie Merchant. Thank you. So tonight is kind of random because our fearless leader, and we can all come together and we can make a group, and that's what teamwork is all about. So we have a few things that we're all going to talk about tonight. Some training, some party pad. We're going to get you guys to share some of your product testimonies. But first, before I start, did everyone get a ticket coming in? Yeah? Okay? No? Fail. In this room, like new distributors or distributors that have started? So yes. Okay, first we'll do new distributors. Who's brand new? Who hasn't been to a meeting? Yay! Welcome. All right, and then potential distributors, guests. Who are our guests?
So everyone here is already.
Hi, everybody. Hello. All right, so we're going to give you guys a distributor form for any of the guests in the room. Okay. All right, so next, Jackie is going to go through the party pad presentation very quickly. This is the staple of our business. This is something that we all learn to know inside and out. It's a very simple process. What we have to do is point and read. And so we're going to go through it really quickly just to show you how easy it is.
All right, cool. I've got my party pad notes, so that's all we do is we read from the notes. They should normally be pasted into the book, but anyway. All right, so how many of you have tried that crazy rap thing by a show of hands? All right, well, seeing as we're in a room of It Works distributors, that's most of us. So what we've experienced is that 9 out of 10 people see results from the very first wrap. Everybody else just needs to continue wrapping. How many people, just out of curiosity, did see some results after their first wrap? Okay, how many maybe it took 2 wraps? Nobody? 3? It took 3 for me. Every time I use a box of wraps, it's always the 3rd wrap where I start to see my results. So I guess my cellulitis is more stuff in it. But basically, here's what it looks like. That's a dry one. You just take it out and you unfold it and you put it on, anywhere from the neck down. The most common is the tummy, is the butt, and chin wrap. Anywhere you're creative enough to do it. And you'll see results in as little as 45 minutes. We also have a special wrap for the face, and it looks just like this. All right, so you can try it for as little as $25 in the US, $30 in Canada, and $35 in Australia and Europe. You can wrap at home, in the office, wherever you are, and whatever part of your body you want. As you may know, these days, Botox, liposuction, and shapewear are very popular, and they're neither affordable nor are they fun. So why would anybody choose those options? Well, because everybody wants to see instant results. And they're willing to pay hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to get those results. But It Works Wrap offers those results in 45 minutes without the needles, knives, or discomfort. So this is what it does. You can see it tones, tightens, and firms. It reduces the appearance of cellulite, and it's all natural, botanically based formula, and it's only available through an independent It Works distributor. The first to market formula, so we know that we've got something that nobody else has. So, drinking water will obviously improve those results. The next page shows you how easy it is to become a loyal customer and get some results at a great savings. So we've got many different products. We're not going to go into everything, obviously, in our party pad presentation, but we just touch on the top selling products. Obviously, the wrap pack, box of 4 body wraps, which is 1 treatment, and a small sample of the defining gel, about the size of a lipstick. So that one, the retail price is $115, and as a loyal customer, you get it for only $69. The defining gel is an amazing product. It happens to be my personal favorite. It's just liquid gold for the skin. Anything that's going on with the skin, it seems to just fix it for me. It speeds up the results of the wraps when you use this together. I'm alternating between the wraps, so you use that gel today. It's going to hydrate, tone, tighten, and firm, and reduce the appearance of cellulite. The skinny pack is the next package. It's one of our most popular packages. It's got the 4 wraps again. It's also got the defining gel, but you get the full size, which is the one that you want. And you get your fat fighters, which is a really popular product. So the fat fighters, it'll block some of the fat and carbs from your meals. It's designed to be taken up to an hour after eating, and it's a cactus-based formula, so it's all natural. That doesn't letting go of your body not to absorb. Price as a low customer, it's only $112. All right, the next pack is the It Pack. So you get the box of 4 wraps, the full-size defining gel. You also get your facial, which we showed, so it's going to help to hydrate that skin. And you also get our second most popular product, which is the greens. The greens will enhance your results from your wrap. They promote pH balance within the body. It's 38 herbs and nutrient-rich superfoods, and it's equivalent to 8+ servings of fruits and vegetables in every serving of greens. And the other product that you get in that It Pack is going to help enhance your results from your facial. It's our lip and eye cream. I know I use it every morning for those puffy eyes and to try to prevent that puffiness around the lips, make the lips more prominent, not skin. It basically rejuvenates, it produces a lifting effect, and it softens lines and wrinkles. It's specially designed for that delicate skin here and here. The price on that one, the loyal customer price is $179, and the retail price is $299, so it's a great savings. How do you become a loyal customer? Well, I think we all know, except maybe 1 or 2 people who are guests, but it's really simple. You just agree to 1 order a month for 3 consecutive months. We waive the membership fee, and you get those discounts right away. So not only do you get a wholesale price, you get free product, and in the US, you get free shipping. So it's a great way to start growing. The next way to start saving money and making money is to become a distributor. And Chuck's going to show you all about that. All right. Go back to that part. Sorry, I moved too fast. Okay, so with our company, we're all about fun, friendship, and freedom. Of course, the fun is because we're all awesome. The friendship also because we're all awesome. And the freedom because we make some great money. Maybe you want to be in this part-time or full-time.
So we have a few steps, which is called Steps to Success, that's going to jumpstart your business. If you complete these 3 steps in your first 60 days and 2 calendar months, we guarantee in writing that you will earn a minimum of $500 in income, or the company will make up the difference. So here is step 1, join the party. Right now is the perfect time to join. We have a special promotion kit that's on for $99. It used to be $2.99, and then it was $1.99, and we have a $99 one on. We don't know when that's going to end, so we always call it a promotional price because it very well could go up. The other thing that you get in this kit will be guaranteed to get paid the next month. This is also a tax write-off. Okay, we offer 2 different kits to help you get started in your business. One is the Mini Booster, and the other one is the Party Booster. The Party Booster is the one that I always recommend. More product, the better. This is going to get you started to a really strong start. The main thing that my leaders talked to me about was getting product in hand. This is much different than other companies, though. This isn't just to show. We want you to sell and to use all of this product, so you become a product of the product, and so you start making some cash in hand. So the Mini Booster, which you get a box of facials, 2 boxes of wraps, a orange greens, a full defining gel, and a fat fighter. That one is for $150, and you're making approximately $300 in what they call party cash. It doesn't have to particularly be a party. You can wrap people at one-on-one, but you're selling all those wraps, you're getting $300 in cash. The one I like a little bit more is called the Party Booster. We used to call this the Big Booster, but it's a little bit different now. And in that package, you get a really good overview of some of our products. So you're going to get 1 box of facials, 4 boxes of wraps. You're going to get a Greens to Go berry. You're going to get a full defining gel, a lip and eye cream, and 8 fat fighters. This one, you're going to earn approximately, it says $500 in party cash. However, that's the American price. We sell it for a little bit more in Canada as well as in Europe and Australia. So you're going to make approximately $600 just from selling these wraps. Next page. Step 2. It's going to be your wrap for you. The thing about this company is we really want you to make money and be strong right off the start of your business. So what they do is, step 2 is a promotion that if you get 4 loyal customers within the first 30 days, you get $120 in free product. We usually recommend getting 2 boxes of wraps. That's why it's called the wrap-free step. With those 2 boxes of wraps, you're going to sell those wraps for $30 cash each. That means you're going to take away $240 cash in your pocket. All right, next step. That's your step 3. That's your $500 guarantee. So we take the worry out of the equation. We guarantee you a minimum of $500 in your first 60 days. If you personally help 3 people complete step 1, so that's joining and setting up their ADBD auto-ship, and step 2, getting their first 4 loyal customers so that they can get the $120 in free product. After you've done that with your 3 people, you get a minimum of $500 cash. However, with this, if you're training these people to do the exact same, $500, this means that your check is probably going to be much greater in the next upcoming months after doing that, because these people are duplicating the exact same step. Page, average monthly earning charts. So I assume everyone wants to know what everyone is making. However, you'll never know, because these are very average. We find that these are on the low side of averages. They do not include your wrap cash. Your wrap cash is for yours to keep. So, with these, if you're a distributor, you will make an average of $71 in income. If you are an executive, an average of $309. Ruby is going to be $599. Emerald is going to be approximately $1,100. Diamond is approximately $2,000. Double diamond is approximately $6,000. And then it goes all the way up from triple, which is $10,000, Presidential, which is almost 17, to ambassador, which is 32. I think that it's so important to take a look at this and to make your goals, because when you do, that is really, really powerful. When I was starting my business, I wanted to be diamonds, and right now we have that $10,000 diamond bonus. So I set my sights on there, but it was really important to start going from each step before I got to diamonds. I've seen so many people want to go to diamonds in their first month. Oh, to executive, to ruby, to emerald, and then to diamond. Right, next page. And then our favorite page in the party pad, this is newer, is the what is your choice page. So this gives your customers and your potential distributors a really easy decision. So what is your choice? You can become a loyal customer and enjoy the benefits of wholesale pricing. You get your own portal to manage your orders. You also get free shipping in the US, and you get free product with your perk points. Or you can join as a distributor. You're getting a lot of those same advantages. You get wholesale pricing, you get your own personal portal to manage your business, you get rack cash, you earn bonuses, you earn commission, you get out of debt, and of course, you have fun while doing it. Alright, so the reason why we wanted to do the party pad really, really quickly and show you that we're literally reading off notes is because that is how easy it is. I know a lot of people think, I can't go out and do a party or a presentation by myself. I don't know everything. You don't have to know everything. You can literally get up and read off of these notes, and you will be perfectly fine. It shows you that you can train anyone, anywhere in the world. So if you want to know what these notes are, put them off your eSuite under Document Library, and do exactly the same. We want to show people that this is really, really simple, and that anyone can do it. All right. The next thing that we're going to go into that we really enjoyed at the last meeting, who was here at the last meeting? Okay. So you guys are going to recognize this part. We're going to do, so I know some of you probably haven't tried the product, but we're going to go around and we're going to ask everyone to share any kind of product testimonies on any of the product lines that we sell. When you do that, maybe we'll get Jake. You take the tickets.
Sure.
And go around.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give those to you right. All right. First person. Who wants to share a testimony?
Awesome.
Sure.
I used to get a lot of cold sores, and I started and never even thought about it the whole time I was using it for probably about 6 months, and I ran out 4 weeks ago. Yeah, it's like cold sore. I never had one the whole time.
These ones that you stop cold sores, that's what it is.
Well, chat's to be Oh, when you tell your testimony, I forgot to. Please say your name and if you are a distributor. Say. Don't check. Oh, it can be a customer testimony as well.
My name is Liliana, and I'm a distributor. But first fell in love with greens. Been taking them for about a year and a half, and I take them every morning. I really like that I'm able to cut out my coffee. I just can't have like a treat on the weekend for, you know, well, my espresso. But otherwise, I really need to cut out my coffee during the week. Makes me feel great.
I'm Amber, I'm a distributor, and one of my favorites is the Lip and Eye Cream. I don't know, I just noticed. I work at a school.
First fell in love with greens.
Yeah, photos taken on photo day, and we got it into this big like name tag that I have to wear around with my big picture on it. And I noticed that I was like, oh my god, like I've got like big fucking baggy eyes. And I was like, I don't ever remember them being that big. So I started doing the lip and eye cream. I do it every morning, and ever since then, like they've gone down like significantly. Awesome.
I got one. My name's Mark. I'm also a distributor. The hair, skin, and nails, my grams. It's getting over a year. Poor gal. She's been taking it for about 5 weeks now, and she just got her haircut today, and the before and after picture is night and day with her. So it's still confidence in her. She was the biggest skeptic, and now she's stoked to get going in the second month of it.
Yeah, at first she was like, I don't think this is working, I don't know about this. This is crazy, amount of pills you're giving me. And we showed her the picture and she's like, oh, this is working. It is working.
And what does that tell you?
It works.
That and taking before and after. Who's next?
I had one.
My name is Luciana. I'm a distributor. And during the winter, I had a little bit of a crack on my left foot for some reason, just in the left one. And I put the fine gel. And next day was just, you know, the bone, no soreness, you know, it was great.
Awesome. Thank you. Who else?
I'm Kevin Risky. My wife Jacqueline Risky started on March 7th. I just finished the hair, skin, and nails. My hair did get thicker, but the big thing was I'm a plumber who works with my hands all day. I got a split in my finger that's I can't get rid of it. While I was on the product, my finger the cut went away, and then 2 days off the product, it's back.
Wow. Get back on. Anybody else? Sarah, I'm going to call you out. I know you had some success with the defining gel.
Oh, I'm like scratching my head. I can't remember. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm a distributor. So we went to Cuba, and this one was an awful heat rash. It was like day one. I'm like, we're screwed. So sure enough, I had my I mean, we really put that shit on everything. I like lathered it up. Like 20 minutes later, it was like calm down, whatever. The next day, it was gone. It was good to go for the rest of the week. I got too much sun one day, and then we also put defining gel on that. And again, it was like I tried aloe vera as well, and I don't know. I just found that the defining gel was really more soothing. It gave you like and also we put it on our butt and stuff too as well. So literally we put it on everything. It was awesome. Like literally the group that we went with, they just like passing it around too. And then I was like, hey, you guys don't come up. Yeah.
Nice. Anyone else?
If you guys have more than one testimony from yourself or customer, go ahead.
A couple of weeks ago, I was a combination of a late night and maybe a few drinks, and I had quite the hangover in the morning. And usually I try to stick away from like paracetamol and that kind of thing. And not only me, but my mother-in-law did the same thing, the greens and some fat fighters, and it just was I was good to go. And that afternoon I was back in the beer, so.
Thanks, Jake. Go for it.
My sister's a distributor and she was using the rash as treatment and lots of stress my customers were going through. And after the first draft, the stress marks are red and white. And they're hardly there anymore. So,
My name is Vivian, I'm a distributor. It's about the green shoes. I wasn't a skeptic about them, but I'm about 6 months pregnant, so didn't want to put anything into my body that was new or different or whatever. So I took the green shoes to my obstetrician. I showed them to her and I just said, "What do you think of these?"
and she looked at it, and she read the ingredients, and she looked up to me and she said, "There's no fruit and vegetables in here." And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "There's no preservatives, no nothing." And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "Yeah, take these." And she's like, "Bring me a catalog." So I'm going to see her next week.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Great job.
Great to hear from us.
Yeah. Bring a distributor from as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. Anybody else? One more. Okay, great.
I just started with this April 1st, so the one first class I practiced, looking at I've been doing a bit of an experiment and only putting it on my right hand, and my left hand, and that I knew it easier to read them. I can see the difference. People look at me and see a difference. So it's time to start putting it on. And I think that's quite incredible. I a bit of a holiday to New York and went to Saks and bought some very expensive lipid eye cream, and I've been using it over a month and hadn't seen any difference. And so I started using this for the rest of the week, and it's already taking away those weeks and bags under the eyes. On this last weekend, I was out walking in my summer shoes, and then I put some moisture booster on one of my feet, and I thought, oh, I'll put a little bit of body gel on the booster. Put it on before I went to bed. When I woke up in the morning, it was gone. So I'm really impressed. Yeah.
Right on. That's great. Yeah. Thank you. That was two.
Yeah, she gets two. She gets two.
I did two as well. I did fat fights and the greens.
Sorry.
Yeah, I got another question. I'm Mark. I'm illustrator. My girlfriend's got eczema. She gets little spots every now and then, especially in the winter. And she's got like an $80 prescription. It's a tube this big. And she's been using it for ages, and it'll calm it down, but it never goes away. And she did a defining gel on one of the spots. It was gone within weeks, so she's pretty obsessed with it now. She puts it everywhere, I can tell.
Just like the final gel shower, right? Yeah. So these stories are awesome to use. Even if it's not your own personal story that someone told you, that's what actually sells this business, is telling great stories and doesn't want to get these results for you. What can y'all tell? Yeah. Yeah, can you tell one about your other distributor who's like the progress?
But I had a distributor in the States that had run one time and had great results, then used 10 other different reps and nothing. And she's also on greens and using the fine gel. And then by the time she got to around 12, it was like night and day difference. I have a picture. The picture is much better. That's not the picture. Take without a picture. I'll tell you. So my son is 4. He has really bad eczema. And I have a little tube of really expensive cream. And for 4 years, I've been putting on twice a day, and his eczema never goes away. He started taking the Greens juice. He saw me having one thought it was candy. He has 2 after supper. And started taking them about a month ago. Within a week, his eczema has cleared up. And I don't even need medication anymore. It's totally gone. After 4 years of having it every day, it was so bad, like in between his legs, behind his neck, his back, he would like claw it, like scratch it because it was so itchy till it bled. And now, totally gone, nothing. His skin is perfectly good.
Just from the
Juice, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I'll just tell my little story. This company is not a weight loss company for anyone that doesn't know that, but there are a couple of products that can help you lose weight. I've been just fluctuating between weight, but I've never been under a certain weight that I was trying to get under. I am even married, so I'd like to drop a couple pounds. And so, really, without changing anything, I don't have time to work out right now. I'll probably go out to eat 5 times a week, which is terrible. But I added fat fighters, greens, and thermofit into my diet. Thermofit helps me burn extra calories whether you work out or not. And I'm below the weight I've been in a very long time. So I'm really happy with that. So it didn't take killing myself in the gym. It just took a little bit obviously.
I'll do mine. Mine is defining gel. It seems to be a popular one tonight, but there's so many different uses. Forever, I always got really bad razor burn whenever I shaved my legs, and it didn't matter what I used, what kind of razor, what kind of cream, I tried like everything, and it would always be so itchy. I would scratch it when I was sleeping, and I would bleed. Just bad.
It was annoying for me too.
So then I started using defining gels right after I shaved in the shower, like right after I got out of the shower, I should say, and I don't have any razor burn anymore. It's just amazing. My legs are soft and smooth, much nicer. Alright, I have two I want to share with you, and again, you guys can go back on and watch this video. I really recommend telling stories and telling testimonies at your one-on-ones, at your parties, wherever you are, because stories are going to be one of the most powerful things that you can tell someone. So my first one is about the greens. I started using the greens before I started, and I've always had stomach issues like my entire life. I was always in and out of the children's hospital and hospital. All to remove from my intestines. I don't my intestines removed as well, and it was almost like a Crohn's or colitis reaction after I ate food, but I didn't have Crohn's or colitis. They didn't know what it was, and it was just a lot of different food sensitivities. But since I've been taking the greens, and I've taken dozens of other greens, may it be from Superstore or Costco or some of the sports stores or some of the natural health stores, and I've never had anything work like these greens do. This is what sold me on being a distributor. Within 6 months of taking them, I hadn't had one reaction, and now it's been 26 months, and I still haven't had a reaction after I've eaten food, and I used to be up all night in pain. So I was very happy with what I did them because I got to keep them up. But it basically changed my life. So I get sleep now, and I'm not in pain. So if you have any customers that also have Crohn's or colitis or IBS, the greens are fantastic for your gut. And then the other one that I was going to tell you, when I first came on, I researched the wraps, and even though I thought that the wraps were awesome, I wrapped my stomach, and I really didn't see a lot of results. So it kind of held me back a little bit my first month of my business. But that was until I decided to wrap a different area. And I was going to a wedding. Some of you know the story. I was put into a wedding party a couple days before the wedding, and I was given a dress that didn't fit me. And I decided to dress. You just can't fit into any dress. They're like, here's a dress for a size dress. Great, not going to work at all. So I did a couple things. One, I went to a tailor's and went to two tailors, and they told me that we have to put some kind of material in, which would look horrendous. The second thing I did is I went to my boyfriend's gym, and we shared gym with a lot of guys that train football. So one of the guys, Matt, who's an ex-bomber, him and Chaz in the lobby were pulling on both sides of my dress, trying to pull up this dress in the back, and it wouldn't go up with this much. So it was really embarrassing because people were walking by and you can see me trying to get this dress so you can see my bra. And then when I went home, it was my boyfriend that actually said, well, look, you have this product, you have a couple boxes left, and you should try one for yourself. And I didn't even think of it. So I put the bra up here, and after I put my upper back, and Chaz went around me, sure am. And I sat there for my 45 minutes, and I drank my water, and by the next morning, I could fit into the dress all the way done up without my bra. That doesn't work with my girls. So I kept drinking my water for the next couple days. I ate completely normally. Usually have some of the treats and snacks in there, so it's not like I was cutting anything out of my diet. And by the day before the wedding, I could fit into the dress with my bra and it all the way done up. So it was a huge problem for me. All right, why don't we do a couple of frog, and then we'll go into our next topic.
Yeah.
Okay, lucky number 493115.
Yeah.
Okay, we have 493116.
What's it?
116. Yes.
493120.
That whole number.
Four nine three 094. How is it possible? Yeah.
Redraw.
Redraw?
They received tickets and numbers, so they probably do that.
That was a
Four nine three 114. All right, so the next thing that we wanted to talk about, we just chose a few topics that we thought were important for people getting started in the business or having new people come on to get started, helping them get set up. And one of my favorite topics is how important it is to get some stock when you first get started. So you can see step one is join the party, and you only get one box of body wraps with that. And most of us should be using the wraps ourselves so that we're a product of the product and have a story to tell. And even if you don't use those wraps yourself, as soon as you get the word out there, they're going to be gone like that. And you should be getting the word out there. That's the whole point of getting business. It's telling people, I've got this crazy wrap, let's get one on. You want to be looking for launch parties in your first few weeks, so you want to have lots of people coming and paying cash to try that. When I went to the green carpet event just recently, Sam Souter said that our main job is just to get the wrap on people. We blitz, which means we're telling them about it. We wrap them, we get it on their body, we give them the party pad presentation, and then we sign them up as a low customer or distributor. So it's a really simple business, but you can see how not having wraps and not having stock is going to make it so much more difficult. It's going to really slow you down. So now when we're getting people started, if they're not ready to buy stock, if they're just looking to start off with the $99 kit and just get their 4 wraps, I said, why don't you just be a loyal customer first? Because a lot of people's reasoning is, well, I just want to try it. Once I get my own results, then I'll start talking about it. If you're going to do that, you might as well be a real customer and then change you into a distributor when you're ready to hit the ground running. Because you can see from our steps to success, step 2 is to start getting your first 4 loyal customers in your first 30 days. And step 3 is to get 3 distributors in your first 60 days. So those are time frames. Like those are crunch times. So if you're just going to be going a bit slowly and trying the product yourself, you're wasting that time. So let's get some stock. If you're serious about this, and if you're not, that's okay. Just be a low customer. You get the same discount.
he was saying what Jackie was going over on the importance of product. It goes hand in hand with one of the sheets that we've been really focusing on lately. Never want to see decisions.
Good.
Yeah, no, okay. You won't be able to read it. If anyone can. So this is called our new distributor checklist. It's found under files in all of the groups that you are in on Facebook. So while I'm signing people up over the phone or in person, we've been going over at our meetings that we're filling out this sheet right then and there with these people. The importance of that is not just to quickly sign them up and say, phew, they're in the system, now I'm going to run away. The importance is to use that as a training session. Because you don't want them to sit there, you don't want them just to wonder, well, what do I do? So this sheet is getting them set up properly. They have their distributor ID, they have their password, they have their auto shipment date, and then they're booking their first 4 launch events. They're putting down the names of people that they think are going to be their first 4 customers, and they're putting the dates down. That's the due date for their first 4 customers as well. They're listing their why, their goals. They're going through this, and I really read it verbatim. So I'm saying you're blitzing with blitz cards. If you don't know what the blitz cards are, there are $30 coupon cards that we give out, and we're just telling people, hey, this is my business. This is what a coupon. This is what it looks like. This is what it does. Next, it says follow up daily with customers, friends, clients, and prospects. Continue to work on your friends list. So that's showing them that they're going to be continuing to follow up with people, they're going to continue to look at this every single day, and they're going to start to hit the ground running. The next thing on here is enroll your first 3 distributors, and then putting down the launch dates for those distributors. So if you did not have stock, let's say you just bought your $99 kit. Well, the number one question that people ask you is, what does it feel like? Have you tried it? Is it scary? They just want a reassurance that you've tried the product. I used to recommend people selling this for the $120 in cash. So if you're selling it at $30 a piece, then you're making $120 off your kit. However, this is a tax write-off for the $99. Use it for yourself. Even if you don't get any results, even if you need to use another box. Because again, 1 box is a treatment, 3 boxes is a procedure. Okay? So even if you want a lot of money, like I did when I first started, it's important to get that wrap on because people are going to be asking you what it feels like. They're going to be a little bit apprehensive. If you can tell them, yeah, I tried one, it feels tingly or it feels warm, they're going to be much more inclined to then try it themselves. You're going to feel much more comfortable. And you need to be a product in a product. Just as we were all going around telling our product testimonials, you need to figure out what your testimonials are going to be. You need to be on the product because that's going to really show through if you haven't tried the product. So the next thing on this, again, booking these launch events. If you're not getting product in hand, you aren't going to have anything to sell at your launch event. We used to have a big boost, which came with double the amount of wraps, and our startup cost was approximately $700. So this is much cheaper. And even with it being $700 in my first month, if I didn't have that, I wouldn't have a motivation to go out there and tell people, hey, I need to sell this and I need to wrap people. That was my drive. I saw that on my credit card. I didn't have any money. I borrowed money to buy it. And I got out there and I worked my butt off to get the wrap on people. And even if they didn't sign up as a customer at that time, they eventually did sign up as a customer. But I'm still making cash in my pocket. So at the end of my first month, I was selling 2 big boost kits. Because I was just telling everyone. But what did that do? It started my business. It helped me get cash in my pocket. It helped me get my first couple distributors. And it helped me get a whole bunch of customers. But with that momentum and planting those seeds, I was able to carry on to my next month and do the same thing. And because of that, I was able to get to get that $10,000 bonus. The worst thing is if you have that $10,000 bonus in a second and you don't get product, you don't have that little nagging voice in the back of my head saying, hey, you need to sell these. You don't have that. Sometimes fear can be a good thing. It doesn't have it's going to cause some motivation. Want to tell me that story?
Yeah, one of my distributors who just went diamond last month, Carolyn, she was like, okay, what do I do? Like, you just tell me what to do and I'm going to follow your lead. And I said, well, when I got started, I got the $4.99 booster kit. It's no longer available, but I said, because that's what Kat did. And she was successful, so I wanted to be like her. So I really feel like our business is just a copycat business. Like, I did what Kat did, Kat followed Jackie, Jackie followed Cynthia followed Denise. We're all, doing the same thing because we want to have the same result. We want to be successful. So Carolyn said, okay, I'm going to put on my credit card. It's not going to leave any room there. I'm just going to go for it, and I'm going to get off my butt and put all these tasks. And she was so scared of not being able to pay off her credit card. But she did. She sold all her crafts. She was on fire. She baking per second. I was there. She had another party and another party. She wrapped all of her personal training clients. She wrapped all of her friends. She got the word out there. She started collecting customers and distributors. And maybe you guys are thinking, well, yeah, I understand it, but how do I actually get somebody to sign up with Distributor? Well, the first thing is you have to ask. Because I've had somebody on my page, on my Facebook group page, say, if I had really understood the booster kit and if I had been pushed a little more, I would have bought it. And now I wish that I did. And I was just like, wow, maybe we need to push people just that little bit more. Like, not being pushy, but they don't know. Like, if you've never seen this before, you don't know that it's that important. It's our job to be telling them how valuable it is going to be for their business. So, first thing is to talk about what their goals are, what their plans are, really business, and how are you going to get there. If they write down what they want and they make a plan on how they're going to get there, they're going to see that they just need us. They need to get stuff and get on people.
The way I was teaching this form to my team is I was teaching it that fill this out during enrollment. I almost want to change it and say fill this out before enrollment, because then that's really going to show that person while they're enrolling on your website, wow, I have all these secrets booked. Look at all these customers, potential distributors I have. I need to get wraps on people. And no matter if you're a male or a female, it's important that we all get wraps on people. I know that there's lots of males sitting in the room. I don't know if you guys want to share your perspective. Have any of you guys wrapped anyone? Yeah, do you want to share your perspective on that?
I guess the people I've wrapped were more broken. It didn't seem to mind that I didn't know that I was wrapping them. They seem to be an issue for them.
If you don't make it an issue, it's not an issue.
Yeah, right.
If you feel uncomfortable, then they're going to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And to give you perspective, there's lots of males who are massage therapists, chiropractors, homeopaths, doctors, acupuncturists, physical therapists, and they don't get uncomfortable touching people. So if you're uncomfortable, then the person will be uncomfortable. As a male, if you did want to run your business in a way that you can get a wrap, have someone go in the bathroom and wrap themselves, that works perfectly fine. And the nice part of working together as a team is that you can have another team member come out to a launch event or your 4 launch events, or you can have guests be a wrapper. One of the best pieces of advice I ever got was from a gentleman named Tyler Pentecost, and he's now an ambassador guide. And he said that he quit 3 times because he had so much discomfort wrapping women. He didn't know how he was going to do it, so he quit once, he quit twice, and then finally it got desperate enough to say, okay, I'm going to do this. And he used to have parties where the first couple of really outgoing women coming in the door, he'd say, you're going to be one of my wrappers, and you're going to be one of my wrappers. And they'd be like, okay. So he would have 2 people who were strangers wrapping other guests. But at the end of the night, those people would sign up as distributors because you know what? Wrapping people is one of the hardest things out of our job. It's not hard. We seem to, get noticed, yeah. So when you already have people doing that work, it's so much easier than to say, well, look, that's as easy as our job is.
And they saw that they were putting the wraps on people, and he was making cash every time, $25, $30 each time. So they're like, hey, if I'm doing this, I might as well be making the cash.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of times your hostess is the best person to help too, because they're having a party, probably to support you, but probably because they're partly interested too. So that's a nice thing too.
And with these first 4 launch events, I want to go over that we're not a party company. We're paid much differently than a party company. We're paid much better, and we're not forced to go out and do parties. So don't think I'm telling you you have to go do that. However, I wanted to follow steps at the beginning of my business to get me in front of the most people, to get myself comfortable talking about the party pad as a product, and to get lots of distributors and customers in my back pocket so I could get to that diamond bonus. You have 2 choices. One, you could do something like this once a month for your 90-day run, and you can get to your $10,000 diamond bonus. Or you don't have to do any of this, and it's going to go much, much slower. But that's okay, because this is your business, and you can go at the pace that you want. I just wanted to share that I didn't want to do parties at the beginning of my business after being in a party company, but my goal and my why was much bigger than my non-desire of getting out there and standing in front of people and talking to people. So
The nice thing with this is because we've both done party businesses where we have a kit and you take it and you show it off and you pack it up and you bring it home and you don't have anything to show for it other than maybe some order forms. And like Kat and Jackie, when I started, I bought the $4.99 boost with money I didn't have. And I have 5 children. My husband was complaining that I was out because I did work another job, or 2 jobs, out in the evening. When I started coming home with the cash, I was like hoarding it, and he was starting to complain because like these guys, I was going for the $10,000 bonus, and I did earn it in the 3 months, but I partied hard during that time. He was like, what are you doing all this? You're not making any money, these stupid reps. So I took that and I dumped it all over the kitchen table, and he was like, are you kidding? And I said, no. And he's like, party all you want. I only get on this big tape, but I only dumped out half of the money.
So ladies, what are the 5 ways that we earn money? You don't know?
Parties with wrapping cash.
Cat bonus.
Which is when you have 60 loyal customers during a month, you get.
That's customer bonus.
Okay.
Customer bonus.
There's just your team commissions,
Your residual income.
fast start bonuses.
And your leadership level bonuses. So just remember that we get paid in 5 different ways. It's very different than party company. So looking at the pros of doing all of these events, you're getting commission and you're getting cash on hand. All right. Do you guys want to add anything else about getting started quickly? Okay. Next, we're going to have Brittany, our little nugget, come up. And she's going to talk about a little bit about how she got herself started in being trained at a distance, just so you guys can see this definite global business.
So when I first started in November, Pat was just getting ready to leave to Australia for 2 weeks to go work for a different team in Australia. So I got to meet with you, I think, once before you left. So probably in the business, probably 2 days before that. But I texted her nonstop, and we probably did 3 or 4 Google Plus calls while she was away. And they weren't short calls either. They were probably an hour each time. But the whole time she was gone, I was still out there working my business, and I was talking to people, even though I didn't know much about it. I had did the training academy. Thank you. I did the training academy while she was away, so that kind of helped give me some information on the products. But anything I didn't know, I just asked her. So like anybody I talked to, I'm like, okay, like, what are you looking for? What are your top 3 health goals? And if I didn't have an answer for them right away, I'm like, okay, I'll be right back. And so I either called her or I texted her or I went on the page, I found some way to get the information to them. And so before she even got back and before she even knew, I had my first 4 loyal customers and a distributor already. Well, we did one Google Plus with my distributor, but it was all while she was away. So it was super easy to be able to communicate with her and get any information that I needed. There's so many different avenues besides just her one.
And the one thing I really highlighted was she asked me a question. I said, go ask it in your Facebook group.
Yeah.
So the one reason why I wanted Brittany to come up and just talk, don't limit yourself to your area. Go out and think of distributors that are global. We have so much technology right now that you've got your phone and you can call halfway across the world. You can go on Google Plus, you can go on Skype. Don't let the fact that someone isn't in your same area limit you. Because Brittany was able to go out without my assistance and sign up customers, sign up distributors, and ask people if they wanted to try the product. And she went out, she did her training academy, and that was it.
And that was all before my kid came. I got my first 4 loyal customers and a distributor before my kid even came.
And so what were you thinking while you were out there?
I want that 120 free product. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm going to get this now. So that's exactly what I did. That was kind of my drive for that. So, yeah. Well, that's a success. Come on. 500 bucks for your team. Who doesn't want that?
Yeah. So what I want you guys to see from this is just the fact that you don't have to wait until you get your kit. You can start right away. You can start on Facebook, on other social media, call people, text people. Just don't limit yourself. Don't wait.
Yeah, and that's a perfect example too about like just allow
searching to figure out my why. And this was right at the beginning of my business. But I realized that my why was to have security and to have freedom. So before starting this business, I had done some other direct sales business because I knew that that was really a way as a woman to be independently wealthy. 80% or 82% of women that make over $100,000 a year do it with a direct sales company. So I had found myself in a situation of 15 years in a very abusive relationship and constantly being abused, basically. But I hit a breaking point in my children. Two things happened. One, my 3-year-old said to me, "Mom, don't go in the house because Dad will yell and you'll cry." And two, my daughter, after a physical altercation, said to me, "Mom, if you just stop being bad, you wouldn't get in trouble." And so at that moment, I decided to leave. But I was left when my husband sold the house underneath me in bankruptcy, and I lost my house. I had 3 children under 3 and not a penny. So I realized at that point, talking to the youths, that my why was freedom, because never again would I be in a situation where I could stay in a situation that I would be dependent upon somebody else. So my why in this business is to empower other women so that they would never have to be in the situation that I was in. So I made my guiding bonus in that 3 months because I pushed myself to the limit. I did 3, 4, 5 parties a week. I took that time away from my children because I wanted to make sure that I would give them something in the future. I'm essentially married, I have 2 children, my husband is not supportive of this business. It because he knew that if I became financially stable, that there were things that needed to change. And there were things that needed to change. And things that have changed now because now I have the ability to say, I don't need you and I can do what I need to do. And there was not one woman that I meet who is in a situation that's not perfect that I don't share this opportunity with so that they're never in a place like this. That's what all of you need to find out is what is your deep why.
Well, I can't follow up with a great story like that, but I did want to talk to you guys about the importance of connecting with your upline as well as sidelines and downlines. But if you're sprint to diamond, for anybody who's still going for that $10,000 bonus, I say sprint because really, if you want to get there, you have to sprint towards it. It's really hard. When I joined the business, it was January 31st. I got my diamond bonus by March 31st, but it was because I sprinted. But it was mainly because I connected so much with Jackie, my upline. Jackie's not here to say. I talk to her almost every single day because she told me that if you want this, you have to kind of prove it to your upline. They aren't just going to go and beg you to join them and beg you to try and beg you to have a party. They're going to put their time and effort into people who show up. So I called, I texted, we met for lunch probably a couple times a week. When Jackie sat with me and said, "Tell me the launch dates you want," I kept pulling my calendar and I picked those launch dates because I figured she's not going to deal with me if I don't show her that I want this. So we talked quite often. She came on to all my launch parties. There were some good ones, there were some bad ones, but we just pushed through it. And she was great for supporting me. That's the way any leader can be great for support. They happen to be in the business for longer than you. They might know a couple more things. So it's great to connect with the upline because they are really what can help you get to their finish line. And that being said, after reaching that, and Jackie's not gone. I still talk to her almost every single day, but that's the important really having that connection. Shows them that you really do want this. She really didn't phone me and say, "What are you doing on the party?" I went to her and showed her that I wanted. So if anyone's trying to get that bonus, keep in mind you really want to be working. And that being said, I work a lot with my sideline as well. These ladies on my sideline. I went to them asking them a lot of questions that maybe I wasn't getting an answer for, or just like quick enough on a really quick answer.
Then I was like, post in the group. I'll answer it there.
Exactly. And that being said, my next thing is there are Facebook groups out there that we're all on. There's a couple different ones that we're on, but it's so important to be on that Facebook group because everybody's talking and everybody's asking questions, and chances are a lot of the questions are ones you're as well. So when you have a question or something great to post it because
going here too. And it also shows people who are posting in our pages, those are the people who are trying to talk to. You know, if you're posting and you're congratulating your team on getting customers and distributors and telling great success stories, you're showing your leaders that you want to be there. So connect with your upline, connect with your sidelines, and get on those Facebook pages. That really shows that you want to be there. And that is what really drives our business, Facebook. It's also a monkey see, monkey do situation. If you want to be that big leader that's making lots of money, well, you might not be there yet, but it's practice for you. Being on that Facebook group, that's going to help you build a community. We're all a team. We need to work together. And the way that we can all communicate is through our Facebook groups. So just because there's different people from different teams on each of your Facebook groups doesn't mean that you need to be quiet and go into a little shell and only talk to your people. Get on there. Welcome new people, because if you want other people to welcome your potential distributor, step out of that conversation. Go on and answer questions, because it's all practice for you when you are a diamond, and when you're a double diamond, and when you're a triple diamond. So the Facebook groups aren't for us, they're for you guys. And again, the only way we go up is if we work as a team. And so the best place to do that is on that group.
Yeah, and like you said, monkey see, monkey do. I felt like that with Jackie. I felt like if I just do what she said, ask her a bunch of questions, follow everything she does, I can get to where she is. Like, she is my motivation. Jackie can do it, so can I. So monkey see, monkey do, I stuck with her so closely because I wanted to do it.
The next things we want to talk about is that there's some events coming up that are so important. Not only talking to your upline and being active in the group, but also being plugged into the company. If you want to get to the position where we're at, if you want to get to a position where, you know, Denise Walsh is and some of those other people that walk across the stage and they're making that big money, the reason why they're there is because they're plugged in. They're listening to things like the corporate calls. They're going out and they're YouTubing everything they can. They're absorbing all that information, sponges. They are going to any event that they can, even if they can't afford it. I remember when I went Diamond and the conference was about a month and a half after that, I still couldn't afford to really go, but I saved rat cash, and Chaz and I decided that Christmas we were buying each other Christmas presents because we made the sacrifice that I was going to conference. So I got my blackboard changed and I ended up from all the rat cash that I had made for the last 2 months. So if you want to go to events, if you want to get up on stage, if you want to make a big money, you need to be part of that community. A lot of it has to do with your own personal belief, either personal belief in yourself or the belief that in this company and that you can do what other people can do. So the only way that you're going to get that belief in yourself is one, going out there and practicing and using a lot of the advice that these corporate calls give us, that the team calls give us, that these meetings give us. And then the only other way that you're going to do this is if you really believe in the product and you really believe in the company. That's going to fuel you to be able to get to ambassador. It's going to fuel you to be able to get to $100,000. So if you want that, you need to make steps that are going to lead you there. So right now we have green carpet that's coming up in July, so it's July 25th and 26th. Jackie and I were at green carpet in April, as well as Jake and Amber. And did you guys want to say one thing about green carpet? I'll put you in the job.
Yeah, I can. It was just, the energy there was unbelievable. It was really nice to be around people who were kind of all in the same level as you were, very positive. One of the things that I really enjoyed was just listening to everyone's testimony, like their story. So again, people getting on stage and listening to what they went through, how they got there.
everyone's just normal people, like nobody was like famous or anything, it was just daily people.
Yeah, what I learned from Green Carpet was they did a bit of a, I explained this at the last meeting, was they went around and asked a few people in the crowd how they blitzed and how they talked to people, and Ken Sauer got up and she was asking a few random people, and one girl got up and she just talked, and she just said, no. Show your blitz card, that's all you need to do, show your blitz card, don't throw up on people. People tend to come back after it. I find that sometimes people take a little while to engage, and they might, some people don't want to try the product straight away. Sometimes they might want to try it in a couple of months down the track. For example, the other day, Jack and I had a mail lady come to our house about 3 months ago in the middle of winter, and I said, you need to stop doing that, walking around in the snow, that's bloody crazy. And we gave her a blitz card, and 2 days ago we got 5 boxes of our stuff, and it works as we ordered, and she said, I need to, and she left her email address and said, can you please contact me about this business, I'm interested. So, I mean, some people aren't going to be ready straight away, just plant the seeds, and yeah, sometimes they just come along out of nowhere.
And one thing you guys said too that was great is if it's not on your blitz card, don't say it.
Yeah.
Right? Like you put it perfectly. Just if it's not on your blitz card, then there's no reason you have to be saying it. You don't have to over talk to people.
Yep.
Did you have a takeaway from Green Carpet?
Yeah, lots. Can I talk about conference?
Yeah,
is that okay?
Yeah. So not only is there there's 3 green carpets a year. They're kind of like mini conferences. So there was one in April, there's one upcoming in July, and then there's one in October. And so for myself, I know I made a goal that I was going to go to every single one this year, no matter what my income level was, because it's really good to get your own, you know, it's almost like going away on a holiday, but for your business, where you're getting almost re-energized. Exactly. It's super motivating. Yeah, so it's re-energizing yourself. And you know what, as leaders, we all need to re-energize. We all need to come back into ourselves so we can give to our team and we can continue to grow and learn and make more money. Yeah. So after Green Carpets in October, the next event is conference. And this event is a life changer. If you were to sell approximately, I believe, 10 wraps a month for the next 9 months until conference, you will make enough to pay for your entire conference in cash. And that's after paying off that product. So if you took the $15 profit from the wraps, you would pay off your entire conference. Start tracking people and save $15 from the wraps. So that's middle of January. So I believe it will be January 15th, 17th, something around there. But Jackie's going to talk a little bit about conference.
Oh, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Anytime there's a chance to go to anything it works, I go. I'm like a little groupie. Like I just feel like it just gives me that energy and that boost that I need to keep going and like doing the sprint. Because I'm going to take it to the top. And every time we go to those events that are put on by corporate, we're in the presence of people who are where I want to be. So we're around people who are the top earners in the company, who have total financial freedom, are making $100,000 a month. Why would I ever say no to an opportunity to be around them and like, you know, soak up some of that energy and take some of that knowledge from them? So yeah. So conference was amazing. It was my first event ever, and it was like in January this year. It was my first event with It Works, and I was just blown away because there was about 10,000 people, and everybody was just so energetic. And like Amber said, the stories that you hear, people saying how hard they worked, or you know what a difficult position they were in when they started. I mean, we all talk to people who give excuses and say, oh, I couldn't do the business because I'm too busy, or I'm too broke, or I don't know enough people, or you know, I'm not that outgoing. Like, there's all these excuses, and all the people who could have given those excuses and more, but they didn't. They just pushed through and they said, well, I'm not going to give that because what I want for myself and my family is bigger than that. And like I just, so many times I had goosebumps listening to these people's stories. And when we went to conference in January, I was in Emerald, and they announced that they were bringing back the good books for going diamond. So that just like lit me up on fire, and I came home and I went diamond the very same month. And then 2 months later, in March, I got double diamond, and I got the next bonus. And then last month, I got triple diamond, and I got that bonus too. And I think that it was, and my husband got a bonus, and several people on my team. So I think that the energy from conference is what gave me that boost, and I kind of like spilled that energy out into my team, and I made it like a contagious thing so that we all were really excited. And that's why we got $195,000 worth of bonuses in our team. So, think that, again, it's an excuse. There's always a way. And as your leaders, we'll always back you up and we'll always try to help you. Did you want to say anything about conference? Yeah.
Right. No, it was awesome.
Yeah.
No, conference was awesome. It was definitely like also it just lifts you up and kind of gives you that energy that you need. And there are these people's stories and like I said, their stories or product testimonies or just being surrounded with so many like-minded people. It's so different at the same time, which is awesome.
And you started in November?
Yeah.
Conference in
Yeah.
January? That's awesome.
Yeah, so I definitely was like the last minute pour the money on my credit card, let's go. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Everybody here should do this. My mom joined the business in April after like I was asking her to join several months before, and she said, no, I would never do that. It sounds like a hoax. And then, of course, in April, just out of the blue, I think I want to join now. Okay. 3 days after she joined, she's like, yeah, I'm going to come to Florida. So she came to the green carpet, like, right after joining. I think it was a great way for her to love her business. So don't be afraid or shy to ask new people to come to events with you, because, like, sometimes they just want to teach it. They maybe don't even know that they know if they can be part of it. My number one takeaway from all of the events I've gone to a couple of green carpets, or what they call the boot camp, run 2 conferences, and time and time again, you see all of these people who are making hundreds of thousands of dollars every month, who are high school dropouts, college dropouts, and have kids in high school. They didn't take the path that they thought they were going to. And sometimes we get really stuck on that. And it's not about the vehicle that's like taking us there, we just need to accept it. And so that was my big moment at my first conference, that this wasn't the path that I thought I was going to take, and so I really connected with them. But even though this is the vehicle or what I thought it was going to look like, it's still getting me to my goals. And that if a 20-year-old who has 3 kids could do this and make $20,000 a month, so could I. So it's just showing that there's all education levels and all different sorts of situations. And the only thing that's holding you in your place is yourself.
I just wanted to add that conference it made everything reality. Like, to actually be amongst people, it just made it real that I would do this here. I would have never thought that. It was really
Okay, so we are pretty much done. We're going to do some draws, though. And we're going to do questions. So any questions that you have about anything, may it be products or target bed or the business in general. Yeah.
timing and routes. Does the routes interfere with timing at all?
For that, I would tell you to read the rules of wrapping.
and the files in our group. The only thing that interferes is the you don't want to put the wrap on sure. So you don't want to wrap in the tanning or the sun because that's sweating out of your pores, so that's sweating the ingredients out. Or you don't want to go tanning and put a wrap on when you have your pores that are blocked with cream.
Yeah, okay, but as far as, clean away
More for everything staying. I think Jackie says use that as like an after tan. It's the point of it, you say, oh yeah.
Good question. Isn't that simply in regards to the labs and alcohol? Usually there's a lot of people. Well, I think they do it enough. So, once they're out, so.
I've had somebody back before, like they went and you want to go to the back that night and they have no hydration in the body, so it's and then in the back, so you can sort of in the body, just to make sure they're hydrated.
I've had people drink wine on at a wrap party.
Yeah.
They didn't drink lots of water after.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they wait for the perfect circumstances, they'll never put a wrap on.
Yeah. I used to do that, and I love wine. And I know, like, I'm with my things. And I used to wait to wrap, but don't wait. Just wrap every 3 days. It doesn't matter. Like, it's going to all look good.
Yeah, that picture that I was talking about, I'll post on our Facebook group later, but I have hypothyroidism, so I had stopped that because I don't get pregnant lots. And I always waited when I had time to relax as I did and make sure I drank my water, and I had not wrapped for months and months. And I saw this picture, and she didn't have, like, she didn't drink all the water all the time, she didn't have great circumstances, but after, like, her 14th wrap in a row, her results were phenomenal.
no results, and then all of a sudden, boom, huge.
Yeah, she did one wrap, right. She had decent results. Then she did 11 wraps after that with no result at all. Nothing. Every picture she posted sucked. It was like nothing. And then on her 14th wrap, it was just like, it was just like crazy. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, holy, I need to wrap.
Imagine taking that wrap.
The only thing I recommend with alcohol is just tell that person that if they start getting a little bit of headache, means that they're hydrated, so that's But I've actually, I had a customer in the States last year, and I wish you had my product book. I have a picture in there. A lot of people didn't see the picture. She was drinking a 6-pack of beer a day while laughing, and I don't recommend that. But she still, like you could see, it was a significant difference.
Yes. Okay, take this out. 493127.
Yeah!
Do you want the party pads or the essential bars and oh yeah, you want to try them.
Four 493119.
Suki!
Essential bars, dreams on the go, and berry or party pads.
Dreams on the go.
Four 93096.
I think we've got
Pretty sure.
493-1